Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first evening of King of the Hill, brought to you by AOAreplays.com. My name is Netpoot and I'm co-hosting tonight with...
Hey guys, my name is Cruelty. I'll be your co-host for this evening. Wow, are you guys psyched or what? The very first King of the Hill tournament and the very first tournament of this very new game. Hyped.
Hyped indeed. Well, tonight we've got two players. The first one, the current king, the startup king, is Verdi. A known player, a good guy, and pretty awesome if I say so myself. The second player, do you know him?
Yeah, is none other than Szalami 1. Hungarian player, we all know him from Grey Goo, for those of us who have played Grey Goo. He's a great RTS player and yeah, overall pretty cool guy. So this should be a great match.
It should be indeed. Well, the tournament we're hosting is King of the Hill. It is a best of 3. The king picks the first map, after that loser picks. As said, Verdi is the king. If Szalami wins, he is the new king, and from there you can challenge him. On AOAreplays.com you can find all the information about this tournament, and you can challenge the new king yourself.
Exactly. Alright, so since Verdi is the king right now, he got to choose the first map, and he chose Walk Through the Valley of Death. So that's the map we'll be playing first on this best of 3. Let's get it going.
Let's get it going indeed. Insanely fast loading time, so that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Alright, in the bottom we've got Szalami playing in blue.
As the United States.
Yes, the US indeed.
Up in the north we have none other than Verdi playing as the red US Army. Alright.
Alright, let's see. We've got barracks opening from Verdi against the barracks opening from Szalami as well, but he's building a scout unit right away, so he has 2 scout units, 2 recon teams.
Exactly. Going for that double oil straight away. We see no players yet going for the aluminum, so both players still just only going for oil. And I actually see Verdi up north going for a very fast, safe turret.
He probably is worried about the reputation from Szalami being ultra aggressive early game, and this could be the way to take care of it. I mean, the MG nest will make shreds out of the recon teams.
Yep, that is true. But, you know, as it is defense, it is static. So if Szalami moves around it and maybe targets the refinery in the back, which is not covered by the turrets, things could get ugly for Verdi, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, the position of the turret is wrong. It should be in the middle, covering the refineries.
I think so too, yeah, because the bank as a building will also provide cover with units inside. So yeah. we'll see how it goes. Right now we have Szalami going for that rush. You already see 2 of those surveyors coming up in the north. There we go. Oh, he moves in range. Oh, and loses 1 straight away.
Yeah. But this can easily be recovered now by building just 1 recon team, and he is fine after that.
Yeah, exactly. Right on the bottom side, however, normal things are happening for Szalami. Just took the bank with 6 Marines and is now running on 2 refineries, both with 2. Oh no, exactly. 2 on 1 and 1 at the top. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. It's a pretty huge investment to build an early recon team. But on the other hand, an MG nest is also quite expensive, so I think the match is pretty well. No, it's a small advantage, of course, for Verdi, but Verdi is going, Szalami, but Verdi going for the second bank.
Exactly.
What do you think is better? Having 2 refineries or having 2 banks? I don't know exactly what the income compared to each other is.
Well, if you only use basic Marines, the cost is exactly the same, because basic Marines or your Phalins all cost 250 gold, times 6 is 1500. And the 1500 is also the price of the refineries. So it's pretty standard, I think.
But the income rate, do you generate more money from 6 persons in a bank or from 1 refinery?
I think a refinery is a
better investment?
more efficient at the start, but at late game when you really want to have those banks and just pump them out.
Yeah. Oh, do you notice the small marine walking over the map? From I lost it. There's a small guy. Oh yeah, in the middle from Szalami. Just is it a pilot or is it? Oh, it's a marine. You can
It's
see
a marine.
Is
So
it
he's
just for
gonna try and
scouting or?
scout to see if Verdi took the second bank or not, so he can either take it with his own marines or does he have to wait and clear it out with maybe snipers or other infantry.
Yeah.
So that's very smart.
As you can see, he's now going for his second bank as well, and in his base building the light vehicle bay. It is, I assume.
Yep, that's correct. It's the light vehicle bay, and we're gonna see some, maybe even some Humvees, but probably we're gonna see some strikers.
Or maybe some Humvees filled with marines.
Yeah.
And
That
his
would be good.
second aluminum refinery
Yeah.
goes up as well. So in the
That-
eco department, Szalami is taking a step forward.
Yep, but when we look at the top, we see Verdi also being on 2 aluminum refineries right now. So both having say about the same eco, I think, and you see Verdi now also going for that vehicle bay. So pretty standard openings for both of these US Army players.
Well, for all the new players, let's just walk through it. You've got 2 types of resources in early game, which is oil, which you
Yep.
can generate from the fields or by occupying banks with your units. This will generate money or oil for you. And on the other hand, you've got aluminium, or how do you pronounce it? I have no idea.
Aluminum.
Aluminum. Thanks Dutchies for pronouncing it that way. And this is your basic resources early game. During late game you also need the rare earth extract, but that's only in late game. During early and mid game you only need yellow and I'm not gonna blue. I'm just gonna keep it safe.
Keep it safe.
Keep
Alright.
it safe.
Alright, well, let's see what type of army compositions these both players will choose to opt for. We see Verdi pumping out those strikers with the guns, so they're the basic all-round striker, very effective against vehicles, but also buildings and even infantry, so good choice there.
Can you upgrade them right away, or do you need to research and upgrade first?
You need to research the upgrade for, I assume you mean Tusk 1?
Well, I'm not I barely played US, so
The only upgrade they have is, I think, is the Tusk, which doubles their HP.
oh,
But you need to upgrade. You need to research that from the armory, which is a little tough to get, especially early game when you're searching for those precious resources.
alright. Well, the eco game is really booming here. We see a few marines and a striker. ICV, so he's probably going to capture a bank soon, or trying to capture a bank.
Yep.
And on the other hand we have, well, a marine in the middle with 2 strikers. Just basic tanks. Let's call them basic tanks for now, so everyone knows what we're talking about. How is this capturing mechanic? Well, you can just occupy a bank.
Yeah. For banks, it's just occupying the actual building with 1 or 6 units that will just automatically give or take. You will take control of the bank by doing that.
Yeah.
And that will grant you a steady income of 30 gold per second.
Well, the fun part is though, compared to CNC games, ooh, nice engagement on the left by the way, but whenever a bank is occupied and you storm it with 6 other troopers, they will fight it instead of just not being able to enter it.
Exactly.
Oh, decent damage here, man.
Yep. Yep. 2 collectors killed by Verdi. That's a good job.
Do they
even
cost
traded.
350 as well?
Yeah, they cost 350 as well.
700 profit for him there.
Yeah, and he even like won the trade with Szalami. Wow, that's a great start
Yeah.
for Verdi there. You should be careful not to get too close to the bank or you'll get shot at. But
Well, he's gonna
it's
scout the
only-
left side. He's curious. It's okay. But if there would be javelins in there or rocket troopers, he would have been shot.
Yep. All right. Do we see any tech choices so far? Oh, there we go. Verdi already at DEFCON 2 and is now getting the helipad, and enable him to build Guardians and other helicopters.
Is there a way to see if someone is at DEFCON 2?
I don't think so. I don't think the HQ gets an upgrade or something, or a visual update.
Okay, well that would be nice. It's always good to have indicators for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Well, as you can see, Verdi has here he has a pilot standing. The enemy can actually capture this pilot for money with his marine that's standing to the side of him. He just doesn't do it, but it will grant him 500 oil. On the other hand, Verdi can send it back and get resources back himself that way. So this way, pilots or prisoners of war are a really good resource for late game when you're engaging.
Exactly. And when you have a prison, or for the US Army, a field hospital, units you capture will actually be imprisoned and will generate a steady resource, which is different for each faction. I think at least they are for US and for the Chimera. For the US you gain cash, oil, and for the Chimera you gain aluminum.
Okay, thank you for telling me that, I didn't even know that. Do we see some choppers? Bring me to the chopper. I see no chopper yet, do you see it?
Nope, I don't see any choppers yet.
They've been being built though. You can click on it and see what's being built. He's building Guardians.
Yep, he is.
Do you think that's a good move in a USA mirror?
Yeah, I think so. Just remember that all the strikers also have a machine gun, and that machine gun can obviously point upwards. So if you get too close with your Guardians, all the strikers, even the ones that focus on anti-ground, will shoot the choppers.
Huge force from Verdi is coming through the middle.
Yep.
2, 4, 6, 7 tanks.
He's moving on the roads and he's not moving as a group. Oh, this could be...
He should have used the concave here.
Yep.
He's losing 2. It's a bit of a waste. He could have... Well, I will not say win the game, but... it could have been in his favor.
Oh, but here comes the chopper. But he's close up, he's taking damage from those machine guns and he's gonna lose the Guardian. That's really unfortunate.
Do the machine guns outrange the attack helicopters, or can you kite?
No.
Thanks.
No, you can kite. The machine gun has a very low range, so only if you like almost on top of the vehicles they will shoot. Otherwise they won't.
Well, this battle is so... I mean, I think Verdi has way more tanks and he just lost due to just running into a line.
Yep, exactly. And now Szalami is quickly retaliating, punishing Verdi's mistake by going after these 2 frontal refineries. He's already killed 2 electors.
Oh, come on, don't let your helicopter die.
Yep, there it goes.
Yeah, dead again. The graphics are really impressive though.
Yeah,
and I think you can see my FPS on the stream. It's still around 50 or around 60 the entire game, and I'm streaming on ultra the entire time.
Yep, it's good stuff. I'm a bit disappointed about all these pilots and all the units not being used. The own player can even recall their own pilots, and if they make it back to the HQ, they will get a reward of 250 gold or oil.
Yes,
cash.
well, huge load of units coming in again.
Yep.
And more being produced.
Exactly. We did, however, miss a fight on the right side near 32nd bank, though. You can see
sorry guys.
A few units there, and now we can see Verdi going to capture them. That's such a good move. Does he have a field hospital, though? I don't think he has. No, he has not. But what he does have
is a lot of money now.
Yeah. So we're gonna see the first Abram being produced here, coming out. And versus these tanks, there'll be a great match.
Point me to the Abram. I cannot find it.
It is right next to in the back of his base, next to the large factory.
Ah, there from Verdi.
Yeah.
So how do they skill? Like 1 Abram is 2 strikers?
2 strikers. Yeah. But that's only with 1 upgrade. If you get the Tusk upgrades, it counts like 1 striker each. If you have Tusk 1, you can kill 3. If you have Tusk 2, you can maybe even kill 4. The Tusk upgrades are insane. And now you can see microing those choppers very well.
Yeah, well, it's perfect. But it's free damage. Oh, come on, go back.
He needs to move further back to lose one though, but there'll be... It's a nice bait though, he lured them into the other strikers, waiting...
And did you see what Szalami did? Forward bunkers, MG nets. And he's upgrading them as well.
Yep.
He's making a concave.
Yeah, this is pretty bad, because as you can see, all of the most of the resources actually are on this middle road right next to it. We can see double aluminum, quadruple oil sitting there, and now he loses another Guardian to those forward defenses. That is really unfortunate.
Does USA have some cheap artillery that is quickly available?
Yeah, they do actually, since the USA has a bunch of different strikers at its disposal. You can actually quite easily get the mortar strikers, which are actually pretty good.
Well, it would be a perfect move here, wouldn't it? Just make 4 units into artillery and kill those MGs.
Strikers is a bad idea because defenses in this game are just relentless. They're so good.
Yeah, that's exactly why you need artillery for. Stay out of the range from them and kill them off.
Exactly. Alright, how is it going with the resource? Let's see, we have Szalami going all the way over to the left side, gaining the extra aluminum and the extra oil, as well as that bank, and we even see him going for rare earth. So that means he's already DEFCON 1.
So what does it give you, DEFCON 1? What extra punch does it bring you?
Well, first and foremost, access to rare earth elements, which for the US gives an added bonus of a lot of cash. If you get the upgrades on the refineries, you get a lot of income from them, as well as getting rare earth elements. And there we have it. I guess it's GG.
Yeah, a rage quit.
Coming in with all those strikers and those forward defenses.
Is it fair to say Verdi lost the game due to the bad engagement?
Yeah, I partially, I think. Maybe not use the Guardians in a direct fight, like the map. Although it looks very linear, like one in the north, one in the south, and just a straight line ahead. There's actually a lot of room for maneuverability on the sides.
Yeah.
So maybe if he hadn't used his Guardians that killed the strikers and lost them, but actually kept them alive and going around killing maybe some eco, maybe even a refinery, it would have been a lot better, I think.
Yeah, probably. Well, I don't know, man. I think when the engagement went down, he had like, I don't know, about 10 or 12 tanks, and Szalami only had like 7 or 8. If he would have engaged properly, he could have hit him so hard, he could have hit his entire economy.
Yep. Alright, I need to switch to observer mode, there we go.
Indeed. Nuke was on the way. Oh, we would have loved to see that.
Yeah, I have to give massive props to Yugen's animations for the super weapons though. They are ridiculous in this game. Especially the Chimera super weapon with the red glare of the entire artillery strike. It's fantastic. And the crater the nuke leaves behind on the ground is perfect. It looks amazing.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen one yet, only in tutorials and videos the Yugen system made, but
yep. Alright, loser picks, and it seems we're gonna play the same map again, since we are currently fairly limited by 6 maps. It's alright for us, I think, to play on the best maps possible, and I think this is by far the best 1v1 map out there. So yeah, this should be pretty good.